RuneScape is a massive game. A detailed, charming world often overlooked in favour of efficiency. In this series we take a closer look at this world and its secrets, trivia, references, Easter eggs and lore. Subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss an episode, and let's take a sip of a wizard's mind bomb. What's the most useless item in RuneScape? Excluding quest related items, there are a few strange ones, like the Eye of Gnome, found or sold on Apatol, which you'd think could be used in herblore like an Eye of Newts, but isn't. The Tile, too, is a strangely useless item, found at spawn locations in the wilderness, but without a purpose. Well, one of the most interesting useless items is the Paramaya ticket, which can be bought from the inn in Shiloh Village. To purchase it, the player has to ask if there's anything for sale, and then pay 35 GP. The ticket allows access to the top floor of the inn, the dormitories, where there are 2 bedrooms. But there's nothing up here, despite costing money and an obscure item to access. Well, unlike the Eye of Gnome or the Tile, there's a reason for the Paramaya ticket's obsoleteness. It was used just in RuneScape Classic, where players had a fatigue stat which increased while training, capping at 100%, at which point players would stop gaining experience and have to rest. They could rest in sleeping bags, hammocks or beds, and the better the bed, the faster the fatigue would lower. The Paramaya ticket is a relic of Classic, allowing players to access the dormitory in Shiloh Village, where players could once rest to lower their fatigue, now entirely obsolete. In the south end of Gutanoth, the Ogre City, we can find one of the strangest objects in RuneScape. Near the chieftain is a chest, which can be opened by the player once every 3 minutes. The chest rolls a random loot table, either an emerald, a rotten apple, or bones. However, it doesn't always roll an item. It can, for whatever reason, spawn NPCs, rats, spiders, scorpions, or even chaos dwarves for apparently no reason. But despite how weird this chest is, it pales in comparison to an object found in the VLD caves in the Karazi jungle. These caves are used during Legends quest, and after completion are mostly obsolete. However, in this cave are barrels. With the examine info, strangely there's a locked barrel here. I wonder what's inside. And strangely is the right word. I'm pretty sure these barrels are the weirdest objects I've come across in RuneScape. The player has the option to smash the barrels, which results in one of a few things happening. These outcomes can be relatively mundane, like the player failing to break the barrel reducing their attack level, or even the barrel exploding in their face, dealing minor damage. But if the player does successfully break the barrel, let's see what happens. Yeah, that's a moss giant in a barrel. For some reason, breaking open a barrel will spawn items or enemies from a massive list. The items including, but not limited to, runes, prayer potions, food, fish, knives up to rune, pickaxes, darts, gold bars, logs, ores, caskets, unpowered orbs, and even our friend the Paramaya ticket. And as for enemies, we can find Chaos Dwarves, Black Knights, Dark Warriors, Deadly Red Spiders, Scorpions, Giant Rats, Bats and Spiders, Dark Wizards, Hobgoblins, Muggers, Skeletons, Zombies, Deathwings, and even Hill Giants or Moss Giants. You can run around the room smashing these barrels and things can get pretty ridiculous, with this massive army of different monsters all aggroed on you because you let them out of their barrels. Why they spawn such a huge variety of random items and NPCs isn't explained. The barrels in this cave are, without a doubt, the strangest objects I've come across in RuneScape. Let me know in the comments below if you've noticed anything stranger. The city of Varrock is home to the most amount of pubs in any city in the game. Not including the underground Rat Pit Bar, there's the Dancing Donkey Inn, which is a neat reference to the prancing pony from Lord of the Rings, as well as the Jolly Boar and the Blue Moon. If you ask the barkeep of the Jolly Boar if he's heard any gossip, He'll say that he heard that the Blue Moon's bartender has gone crazy, claiming he's part of an online game. This is true. The Blue Moon's bartender breaks the fourth wall. If asked where an adventurer might make his fortune, he'll reply that he doesn't think he should answer as it'll make the game too easy. The player questions this, and he'll reply that the whole world around them is part of a game called OldSchool RuneScape, or just RuneScape in RS3, existing online between connected magic boxes. RuneScape's soundtrack has always been one of my favourite aspects of the game. Insanely charming, memorable, and for most players nostalgic themes. One of the best, if only for a little secret found within it, is Norse Code, which plays on the Fremenic Isle of Yatizo. The theme is mainly comprised of an accordion, with a flute playing the main stop-start melody. However, fitting with its name, Norse Code, this high flute melody is actually Morse code, made up of short and long notes. This Morse code spells out RuneScape. In a previous episode, I covered that if you poisoned a chicken, you'd find them strangely immune to the toxin. Instead of taking damage, they lay an egg. However, Ben Renator left in the comments that another farm animal shares this poison immunity: cows. Apparently, cows aren't immune as part of a little joke like chickens, but because on the tick when they would normally suffer poison damage, they moo, which takes priority over poison damage. I tested it out, and it does seem that cows are immune to poison, and they did tend to moo when I'd expect poison to hit. So it's possible that this is true, but I can't say for sure. This doesn't work for players, however. Thanks for watching this video. If there are any references or trivia you'd like to see in an episode, leave it in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already for more RuneScape content, and I'll see you next time.